Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock for the morning update, and also I'll take you over AMD, ARM, Broadcom, SMCI and Micron. So let's take a look at, well, starting off with Nvidia, but before that I also want to let you know none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes, all right? So this thing today, well, dipped again below $123 level, right? The level where is pretty much the last line of defense for the bulls. But at the same time, guys, as I mentioned yesterday, the way it came yesterday, the buying pressure, any dip on this today as well, at least for intraday, most likely will be bought back up, and we got that buy today. And my day trading bot as well gave a buy into the dip today. So, and Nvidia since then has been going up. So at least this candle, and this is what happens when we have such a demand area, usually it would have its effect for a couple of days, and today is one of those days, right? We dipped lower and we are getting bought back up. But does this makes Nvidia bearish or bullish? What's the structure like? So here's the thing, guys. At this point as well, I would say trade Nvidia intraday only. Don't do the swing trades on this at the moment. So we still have a lower pivot, right? We haven't really gotten out of the lower pivot. If Nvidia today would have gotten above 125 after that beautiful pivot candle yesterday, then things would have looked different. But since Nvidia is not above 125, it still gave that intraday upside today into the pullback from the demand zone, right? So that's still as intraday. Yes, it's still an upside play, but the structure is not fully bullish though, okay? So at this point, it can also start rejecting underneath of 20 days moving average. So just keep that in mind as well. So let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk about things over there. So that trend line that I drew you yesterday is pretty much Nvidia still below that. Now, as I said yesterday, that this area where the buying has happened and a pivot has formed, if today we fall lower, it can be bought back up here, and you can see a good buying is happening here. And again, my day trading bot gave a buy into these pullbacks today, and it's in, at least for the day as well, it's in profit, and so is net profitable. And I'll show you maybe later as well, but I just want to, again, if you have access to my tools, you know already. And so if Nvidia from here closes the day above 123, right, tomorrow, again, it's a question that can intraday, it can be traded long. Yes, of course, but only intraday, right? So unless and until we are not losing this pivot down here on Nvidia, which is at almost 120 to $119, this thing may zigzag around more. So trade only intraday. You have that trend line, as I said, at least for a day or so, this strong demand zone that has came at that pivot that will act. Today it's acting, but only intraday. Don't do swing. On the swing, structure is not fully bullish. I want to see from where it is right now, above $125 area, before strength will start to come again. Otherwise, trade intraday only. And if we get above 123 and out of this trend line tomorrow, then also intraday it can be traded up, but only intraday, nothing more than that. If we reject 123 now and start getting weaker, and we lose 121 this time, then it can become intraday short down to 118 again. So it's not a swing play right now. It's still intraday plays as for the levels I provided, but it's just trying to find its direction. But the structure, as long as overall structure, as long as it's not getting above 125, we are still in this lower pivot. All right, so that's Nvidia. Both sides plays still as for the levels I provided, and things to look for on the lower time frame. All right, let's take a look at AMD. So again, zigzagging, guys. This just trade it intraday. Don't do anything more than just intraday on AMD. Okay. You can see today we went above that level of $158 area, right? Above this, that was a long play. Yes, intraday long play, and we got all the way to 20 days moving average doing some sell-off there. This is your line. That's it. Very simple AMD. If it stays above $158 area, you can try playing longs. If it gets below that, you can try playing short. That's it. With the stop loss on the other side. Not complicated. Very simple. ARM. So ARM, guys, as I have been saying, that as long as we're above the blue box, we are still bullish. Today also you can see pull back at 20 days moving average. Well, here we go. It's still getting bought back up, right? So structure on this is still bullish. Let the pullbacks happens. As long as we're above blue box, intradays it's just a buy. And right now, yeah, if we from here continues just above 164, it can just continue higher. So yeah, structure on this has been bullish, and I have been saying that. Broadcom, today is a little bit of an indecisive day. But let's go to the hourly interval. So I provided you that level right earlier, 1617 above. It's just a long play, and yeah, you can see today also pullback. Any pullback came, got bought back up. Trade only intraday right now, and yeah, structure on intraday only with the levels here. As long as it stays above 20 hours moving average, holding the structure of higher highs, higher lows. Trade pullbacks into the intraday long. That's it, nothing more than that. SMCI doing some reverse today again. So let's go to the daily interval. All right. Just like AMD, SMCI is also being tricky here, guys. Again, don't open a swing right now on this. Trade only intraday. It's very simple. Above 20 and 50 days moving average, you can try to play upside. Below this, it's a downside. Intraday only, nothing more than that. And yeah, that's how I would do it, guys. Nothing more. Okay. Yeah, just do it intraday only. This thing is also a little bit like AMD, indecisive. And yeah, if you want to be simplifying it, 835 and above is the long play. Below this, yeah, below this is a short play, but intraday only, as I said, not the swing. But just the way this thing is like really like getting bought back up down here. Yeah, it's not even like intraday short. You can just trade, with confidence, right? Like this thing is just being very choppy all the time, right? So just trade intraday as for those levels that I provided. Micron. So Micron getting bought back up at this 50 days moving average, and then 130, the levels that I have been saying, keep an eye on these levels. And because that was the follow through all the way to the downside after earnings, and then I said these are the levels you are watching. If any consolidations have to happen, support has to happen. If any turnaround has to happen, would happen there. And for today as well, I talked about Micron will start to look a little bit more to the upside if we can get above 131 and 95 cents. So technically it has done that, guys. At this point, yes, we also have a pivot, a higher pivot on the intraday level, and that's it, right? That's your confirmation for the intraday upside already, this higher pivot. And at this point, as long as Micron doesn't break below this level, this zone of 131 and 96 cents to almost just $131 level, as long as Micron stays above it, this can continue higher. All right, or above this is a long play intraday. So yes, some upside may start to come in on this, and you can trade level by level to the upside, take partial profits in this journey. Okay, and yeah, that's that. All right, guys, that's it for this video. And if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. I did a video on Tesla already, guys. This is Nvidia on the chart, but Tesla I'm just pointing out here. Looking awesome, Tesla. I did as I said, I did a video on this. Check that out on my channel. Look at it, Tesla, guys, awesome, loving it. And I have been saying this bullish for so long. Bears are cooked, guys. Bears are cooked on Tesla. All right, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.